Welcome to the SOS Dojo. I am the founder and your host for this session with a company that actually has stores all across Canada. They've got over 130 locations and we're going to be helping them with their retail. And the sale, as far as a buying conversation goes, here's what's fun. Sales is a universal language. And we're going to be working with this group of people where we're going to be helping them get a better understanding of the language, how to create a buying conversation, and we're going to be really focusing on the steps of going from somebody's goals to desire. And how do you incite desire? And with this group, as opposed to some people are online coaches, these people are in a brick and mortar location. And what's fun is the rules still apply. The rules are the same. So I'm going to get this meeting started and I'm going to invite you to join and come along. And ultimately, when you're ready, come and visit us in the SOS Dojo. I want you to find the link below and come in for an absolutely free session so you can experience this for yourself. Because if you're watching videos, especially of yourself, and having to correct, it's going to take you a long time. What we do is we time collapse the process, or process, depending on what country you're from. All right, let's get rocking and rolling. Let's go, my friends. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the SOS Dojo, everybody. Essen, what's up, girl?
Hi. Not much. How are you?
I'm living large and in charge. So what's a win for you guys? Talk to me about either BOGO or something business, personal. Doesn't really matter. Just something that you can share as far as raising the energy of this room. Talk to me. What do we got?
Okay, so it was on my to-do list to we're really trying to work on getting more Google reviews.
Yeah.
And we actually had a lot of really old ones that were not even for Popeyes, like Popeyes chicken. There was a couple that, so we reached out to them when the review came in, but I actually made it was part of my to-do list to go through all of our reviews, and I actually re-replied.
Yeah.
And I reached out to all of them and just kind of said please give us another chance if we really want to get that 5-star. So I feel like that was on my to-do list and I got that all done yesterday.
Good for you. How many Google reviews do you currently have right now at your location?
I think 700.
Good for you. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I think we were $6.99 yesterday, so I'm hoping we got another one since then.
Love it.
Oh yeah.
Love it. Sarah, how about you? What's a win?
I was going to say my sister's visiting from New Brunswick, so...
Nice.
Other sister.
Yeah, another sister.
All right.
It's her first visit for
4 years, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's me.
That's very cool. I like it. Jesse, how about you? What's a win?
I think a win for me would be we made it through the weekend of BOGO 50 and also being at the county marathon. So we had a lot going on with the store and we made it through with really short staff. And
Nice.
It was an amazing job.
Nice. Excellent. Sherry, what is a win?
My win is probably I was able to purge a lot of my unneeded items in my house over the weekend.
Yes. Purging. Yeah. Love it. Making room for more. That's what that is.
Right?
Love it. Dallas.
I'd say a win for me was definitely how smooth BOGO went. It was really great. It was super easy. Nothing was we weren't panicking about stock or anything. It was just
Nice.
It was great and smooth.
Good stuff. Love to hear it. Emily, what's a win?
Okay. I think I have one this week. Is that my dad just retired, so it's nice to see him not super stressed out from being at work.
All right. All right. Good for him. Good for you. Angelo, what's a win, my man?
Win for me is we got internet in our new place today.
New place meaning at home or at work?
I don't know, it's been a week and a half with no Wi-Fi, so we've treated it like an Airbnb and we're watching DVD from friends.
Yeah.
So it would be nice to finally catch some sports and other stuff.
Welcome back to technology, my man. Good for you. Good for you. Christina. Christina, who's marked as Jesse somehow.
Yes, I'm using the store laptop just so I have my phone for the test.
Yep.
But I was good at that.
No worries.
My win of the week would probably also have to be how BOGO went. It was really good. It was busy. And
Good.
was a good time.
You had a good time. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Thank you for changing that.
Yeah, no worries. No worries. Not everybody, by the way, has the Zoom chops. So just so that you guys are aware, next week, you guys will have the pleasure of meeting Doug Knoll. Doug Knoll is one of my black belts within the SOS Dojo. He's going to be taking my place next week when I go. It's part of my, don't worry, Jessica, I didn't forget you. It's part of next week. I'm going to be going to the 24th annual family men only muskie fishing trip. So it's a big deal. There's a trophy. It's homage to my grandfather, the whole 9 yards. And yeah, I'm one of the founding members of our group. We're going to be 19 guys, all family only. You've got to either be married in or yeah. So I've got my son-in-law coming. It's going to be a blast. And in fact, my daughter's boyfriend, they've been together for 9 years. So whether they get married or not, I don't care. Love the guy. All that to be said, that's my win next week. The reason I put Jessica last is because she's the previous champ on the quiz. So Jessica, I mean, that's it. The reign is now over. It's over. It's like the Stanley Cup is now it's up for grabs. So what is your win?
I want to defend my title.
Yeah, you got to defend, girl. Yeah. So by the way, next week you guys will all be meeting Doug. He's an expert in de-escalation. I'm sure he'll tell you guys that. I've got curriculum set for him, so he'll come in and the guy's an ass kicker. So be prepared. Yeah, good dude. And it's different. You're going to get a different flavor of teaching. It's not going to be Joe. It's going to be Doug. Doug is 75 years old. Don't let the number scare you. The guy is awesome. He's absolutely awesome. Jessica, what is a win?
Win of the week is last week we got 30 new Google reviews.
Sweet. Good for you. Congrats. That is fantastic. All right, my friends. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some teaching moments first. We're going to go into some deeper dives because last week we went through a lot. And next week, the Monday group from Ontario is going to be missing the Monday session. So you guys are going to actually still get a lot of stuff, and there's going to be more deep diving in some of the content that we're covering today. And then the Monday group's going to catch up with you guys, and then we're all going to be back in alignment. So that being the case, let's play. I've got this set up for us today. I just want to make sure I make room for you guys. So today, we're going to go, like I said last week, no fear, product stacking, and then today's the quiz. So I want to, again, welcome you guys. Congratulations for being here. Something that I want to remind you all is that 80% of success is just showing up. The fact that you guys are here week after week, and some of you are, let's face it, I'm stretching you out of your comfort zone. That's okay. We got to do the things we've never done to be able to get the things we've never had. And so in today's agenda, we're going to go over SMART goals that lead to desire. We're going to go over no fear product stacking. And then we're going to, if time permits, overcome some common objections. We're going to do some drills. We're going to do a new exercise that you guys have never done before. And then we're going to lead into the quiz. There is $50 up for grabs. And of course, the title of quiz winner, which of course, I mean, bragging rights mean a lot. So, and by the way, we're going to start to see a couple quizzes show up a little bit more often and drills more often. Now, keeping in mind, highest energy wins, my friends. Highest energy always wins in sales. So you've got to bring it. You got to have some, and just have fun. Remember, this is the safest place to make mistakes. Okay. So we've covered this before, this buying conversation roadmap. People come into the store, you guys have a compelling offer, you build rapport with them, you find out about their SMART goals, and then you got to start digging into the 2 magic ingredients. And we're going to talk about that in a sec. So let me ask you guys this. What's the purpose of product stacking? Let's start with that question to you guys. What's the purpose of product stacking overall? There's no wrong answer. Just talk to me out loud. Raise your hand or just unmute. I see Essen going like this. Me. Essen, what's up?
I think it's really good for the customers. That way they can maximize their results by getting more nutrients in, of course, or depends on what products you're stacking. But the more, like, the more supplements you have in one transactions, the more benefits the customer's going to get. And it's also good the other way around, like for the company.
Does anybody have anything to add? Because I would give like Essen like gold star. Yeah. Don't worry, Essen. It's all good. Yeah, I'll celebrate that. I think this is a great answer. Anybody else want to add anything? Emily, you're with me? Yeah, great response. Yeah. So it's what's right. The first thing that Essen said is exactly that. It is what's right for the customer. The purpose of stacking products is that we're listening to what their goals are, and then what we're doing is we're giving them what is going to benefit them the most. That's the purpose of this. Yes, the other purpose of this, the other win, is that as a company, we're selling more products because, guys, without profit to the company, you guys don't get paid. So it's okay. Like, profit is not a dirty word. You guys get to do a lot of stuff with your profits. So in other words, you put food on the table, the lights stay on, like you get to purchase more inventory, you get to put money into advertising and marketing, like it costs a lot of money to run a business. So the next question then goes to this. Who decides the amount of products in a stack? Essen, you are not allowed to answer this one. Who decides the amount of products in a stack? Let's just have a conversation here, guys. Who decides? Sherry, what do you think?
The customer decides.
Hang on, Essen and Sarah, just a second. Yeah, hang on. So Sherry, what did you say?
I think the customer decides what they're going to leave with.
Okay.
But I think it's us that determines what products will be in that stack.
Okay. And Sherry, yes, I will agree. And Emily?
I was actually going to say the same thing as Sherry. Like, we choose how many products, obviously, that we suggest using our expertise, and then they obviously have the final say on how many that they need to store with.
Sure. I mean, ultimately, our goal is to be able to find alignment, inspire people with asking what questions do we ask to help inspire them. Your job is not only to know what products to recommend, your job is also to find out their motivation, their motive to action. See, we can't motivate people. What we can do is inspire them. So if we find out their motive to action, then ultimately we empower them to make a decision. And so who decides the amount of products in a stack? Well, you can make the recommendation. They ultimately make the decision. And that's exactly the reason of having this conversation. If you make a recommendation of 2 products or 3 products to stack, then the likelihood is people will go best, better, good. They'll go best, better, good as far as a stack. As opposed to you show them something good, then you show them something better, and you show them something the best last, you're doing it wrong. It's easier to downsell someone than to upsell someone because no one wants to pay more and no one wants to lose results. Next question. What objections come up? What are the objections that can come up when suggesting a stack to a guest? So you put this beautiful stack of products together, all Popeye's value sized on top of that, and then what objections can come up? Dallas, I'm going to ask you first.
That they didn't come in here to spend a lot of money. They just came in for one specific thing.
Okay. So exactly that. I wasn't planning on spending this kind of money. Emily, what else? Sarah, I saw you. I got you, Sarah. Emily, what else?
I don't want to take that many products.
Right. I don't want to take that many products. Like for some reason, if you could have an all-in-one product and it was like a scoop of everything that you saw, that for psychologically, right? It's not about the money. It's just the amount. It's funny too. Like some people don't understand the concept of dosage. Just because the bottle says, like vitamin D, perfect example, take 1 a day. Well, that's what the bottle says. Is the bottle always right, you guys? Not necessarily, depending on the circumstance. I had a professional, a health practitioner tell me 7,000 IUs, Joe. That's what you need. Okay. And I'm like, okay. And all the anecdotal evidence is that Joe hasn't had a cold for a year and a half, and I used to live on antibiotics. Crazy. Like literally my last antibiotics was 6 months. 6 months. Started taking 7,000 IUs of vitamin D along with a couple other supplements. The vitamin D made the difference. And it's cheap. Sarah, I saw you raise your hand. What else?
A lot of times if I give someone a stack, they don't know how to take it. They're like, oh, now how do I take all this? When do I take it? Like it's overwhelming, like when they do it or
right. Right.
So I always we put notes on the products for them.
So again, there's overwhelm. There's wasn't planning on that kind of cost. Right. These are objections that we're going to tackle next time around. This is the reason I'm asking this. And again, we know how to tackle these already as far as acknowledge and ask a question. Now it's just putting in the reps. Okay. Anything else, you guys? What objections are going to pop up? We covered them. We covered a couple last week. Emily.
Like I don't need. I get enough through food, kind of thing.
Okay.
That one.
Right. I don't need, or they believe. I believe. So therefore they'll say I don't need. It's too expensive. You know what? Can't afford it. Essen.
I need to ask my doctor or trainer.
You know what? We're going to make a point of going over that one. Need to ask my doctor or trainer. It's the exact same objection of I need to go speak to the boss, or I need to go and speak to human resources, my VP. I got to go talk to my spouse. That's all an example, by the way, of what we call giving up your power. You throw somebody under the bus. It's just, I'm not taking responsibility for my decision. And there's a way to be able to overcome that objection. We are going to be doing that one in future. I got to go talk to how many of your clients are coming in and they actually have a coach or a trainer, right? So that trainer is an influencer to your customer. So building relationships with those people is just as important as building relationships with your guests that they're there live and in person. You got to be a part of that team. And this is the other thing. When you can offer somebody a stack of products, and again, I'm going best, better, good. When you offer a tremendous amount of products, what you guys might feel is too much, the only reason is that you're feeling that way isn't because it's actually too much product. Is that you may be, and likely, based on experience and asking other people, it's the feeling of, oh my God, I'm now putting them in a position of spending way more money. Like Dallas, has that ever happened? Somebody's coming in for a protein powder, they're ready to spend 60, maybe $80. And then all of a sudden you show them this stack of products and you're at $250 to $300. Has that ever happened yet?
Oh yeah, that's happened a few times.
Yeah. Right. And then, so the feeling that we end up having is, oh my God, I'm feeling guilty for showing them what they've essentially told you, this is what I need. And then yet if we stop ourselves from showing them literally everything, we're doing them a disservice. And this literally comes down to, and again, Joe is not here to tell you, you've got to push product on people. That is not the point. What we are here to do is help people make a decision. So remember, all these questions are coming together here. So it's like, hey, we're going to give them the best options, and then we can give them this option, and we can give them this option, and then it's, hey, which option is going to fit you best? They can make a decision. That makes sense? Jesse, you with me? Love it. Love it. Okay. So, what is most important for a Popeyes customer? Is it their goal or is it their budget?
Goal.
Thanks, Jessica. Here's what's interesting, you guys. Doesn't mean that we don't respect people. We don't respect people. We obviously respect people. We love people. Okay? We love them. All right? What we need to do, yeah, Emily, you're going, how do I do that? So one of the things that we need to do, because we care for the people that we're serving, is we have to remind ourselves that we don't know what they have in their wallet. Budgets are not real. Budgets aren't real. Christina, have you ever gone into a store, just checking it out, just having a look, and something on the rack caught your eye and it was like, oh, I want that, and you bought it? Or you didn't buy it, and yet 3 weeks later, after seeing it, 3 weeks later, you've been thinking about it, and then miraculously, you now own it. Has that ever happened to you?
That has happened.
It's happened to all of us. So what was the driving force behind that, Christina?
I thought it could benefit me in some way.
You thought it could benefit you? Here's the interesting thing. It's actually deeper than that. You wanted it. You desired it. That's like the logic of it. Oh, this will really benefit. No, holy shit, I want that. And that's like, we've all done it. You didn't need it. You wanted it. And then you justified a whole bunch of stuff. Like, it's going to benefit, right? By the way, you're not the only one. We've all done it. So then the question becomes, what can we do in terms of figuring out somebody's goals? And then based on their goals, what questions can we ask so that'll lead them to wanting it? And again, this is not about manipulating you guys. It's about helping people. There's a big difference, because some people will use the techniques that we teach to be manipulating mofos. That is not what we do here.
So yeah, I wanted to say, there's been also like many times where I'm happy with it, but afterwards I've been like, why did I do that?
Right.
Like, I wasn't financially smart, or just, and I'm worried about making people feel that way.
So that's what, right? So remember, we don't know what's in their wallet. Okay, number one. Let's justify some of the work that we do regardless of price. At the end of the day, if anybody has a problem, okay, if it's a problem with money, it's truly not a problem, and I'll prove it to you. Because, by the way, every one of us has had problems with money one time or another in our life. If you've got a problem with your health, it's the only frickin' problem that matters right at that point in time. That's it. So yeah, sometimes we have customers coming in wanting to perform better. And when we help people perform better, we also are doing a significant amount for prevention. And it's not just a prevention of disease, it's just a prevention of not feeling well. And people will pay you for that. So when it comes down to it, even if you had a flu, you know, when you're in the thick of a flu and you're lying in bed, tell me that when it's really bad, that you wouldn't pay somebody anything to just get that achy, like everything hurts. My eyelids hurt. No, can't stand it. Okay. So I want to jump in because I also want to be cognizant of the time that I promised you guys a quiz today, and I added some extra questions. So we're going to move quick. Okay. And we're not going to have, this is where you're going to do deep diving more next week into desire with Doug. So the 2 must-have ingredients to make a sales happen are the following. You need desire. So you've got SMART goals in play, then you're going to go into desire, and then urgency. You can't get to urgency unless you have desire. So during your discovery process, you found out people's SMART goals. Again, we talked about this pre-BOGO. During BOGO, you won't have time to dig into desire. You just won't. You've just got to cut to the chase, help people out, let's go. The nice thing is that during BOGO, there's a sense of urgency, because if you don't buy it by this, you don't get the deal. So there is a benefit for you guys there. Now we're going post BOGO. Now we've got their SMART goals. And if you've and I'm going to give you some examples of actual customers with SMART goals. So the factors to make it so that you get it objection free, you've acknowledged somebody when they walk in, show them the palm of their hand, right? Build rapport. Technically, you'd want to, in a perfect world, you'd be able to get 3 SMART goals. Then you dig into desire, urgency, and then you commit to the way that you aim, which stands for align, inspire, motivate, in terms of finding out their motivation so that you can empower them to decide. The leading factor to an objection-free sale is desire. This picture generally makes people feel really uncomfortable. Don't know why, because we all got here thanks to desire. Like, we're all adults, okay? So don't freak out on desire. It's the major thing. And I want to share with you guys this. The formula is 10 times 1 times 1. When you really want to dig deep into somebody's desire and get them to act now, you got to dig into the pain of the present. Dig into the pain of the present. We're going to practice this later. Then what you do is you ask them about the pain of the future by saying, so what happens if you do nothing? They'll tell you. If they do nothing, then they're still going to be stuck in where they are. They're in because they have a current pain. And what they really want is the future. And now you future pace. The mistake that most salespeople make, by the way, is they skip the pain of the present and they skip what happens if you do nothing. So somebody says, I want to lose weight. I want to do it in the next 90 days. I want to be able to get more fiber into my diet. And you get into the basics of the goals. And then people go, okay, I want you to imagine it's 90 days from now and you have that. You've missed it. You've missed it. And I'll prove it to you. Because there's two driving forces in life. Desire is one of them. So once you dig into that, that's great. And then when it comes down to it, it's either pain or pleasure. So Angelo, what's going to get you to move faster? Your hand is on your hand. You have the opportunity to remove your hand from a hot pan over flame, or you can bring your hand closer and go pet the puppy dog. What's going to get you to move? Is it the hot flame, or leave it there and you're just going to go and pet the dog while your hand, melts? Pardon me?
No hot flame?
100%. Pain will get you to move your ass way more than pleasure ever will. Pleasure's a want, which is great. What we want to do is we want to be able to mix together that desire with, hey, like, people are coming into Popeyes because they want to have a transformation, which means they're not satisfied. They're not delighted about where they are right now. They're not. So what questions do we ask to be able to incite desire? That's what this is what the introduction of this is all about for you guys. It is game changing, by the way, because now you're going to take your sales to a whole new level. And what I'm going to introduce you guys again is not just the formula of 10 times 1 times 1. It's TED. Anybody here ever see or watch a TED talk on YouTube? Okay. So what TED stands for in the world of TED Talks, a lot of people don't know this. It's technology, entertainment, design. It's not what we're talking about here. What we're going to do in the SOS Dojo is I'm going to introduce you to my buddy Ted. Tell me, explain to me, describe to me. So it would be, so tell me what it feels like right now, when you look at yourself in the mirror. Explain to me what discouraged means to you. Describe to me what it feels like when you're getting ready to go on this trip to Mexico and your clothes don't fit. That's freaking pain. So when we delve into this, you gotta really scratch the you'll have time to do it. During BOGO, you don't have time for this. Now you do. And the skill of doing this, by the way, this is what gets interesting. It will amplify the want, the desire, so people will likely, not all the time, likely agree with you to purchase more. That's what's going to get them to their goals, which is the whole point. So when you blend desire and urgency, you've got it. So we're going to practice. So here's what I got set up for you. And we'll likely have time to maybe do this once or twice, depends. So I'm going to give you guys an example of a new gym goer. You've already spoken to her. So keep in mind, this is the role play that we're going to practice. You've been talking to this girl. Her name is Sarah with an H. Sarah, who's 28. Not that it matters. And she's shared with you over the course of a couple minutes that she wants to lose 10 pounds in the next 90 days. She wants to increase her protein intake by 100 to 130 grams a day. And she wants to go to the gym 4 times per week for at least 45 minutes. That's all. Notice this. None of this has anything to do with emotion. This is just SMART goals, objective data. Okay? That's what if you do SMART goals really well, you can hammer out people's supplement stacks. It's great. And if you do SMART goals really well, all of this will lead you to a hint of what she's looking for. So right now, Sarah is looking to lose 10 pounds in 3 months. She wants to increase her protein and she wants to go to the gym 4 times a week for at least 45 minutes. Now what you're going to do is you're going to start asking me questions as if I'm Sarah. And you're going to start the questions with, and again, there's no why questions. If you ask a why question, I'm already in a store where I know people are going to try to sell me. If you ask a why question, I'm now going to be red alert. I'm already on yellow alert. So change your why question to what-based questions. If you're going to ask a why question, I'll call you out on it. We've got about 10 minutes. Everybody gets to ask only one question. So now you all have to be paying attention. You're all playing the role of one salesperson. You're not like 10 people ganging up on Sarah. That would be not cool. Okay? So you're all going to ask, and if you're not sure what question to ask, pass. It's okay. If you go off track, if you don't pick up on Sarah's deep-rooted desire, I'll bring you back in. If you float off, way off, I'll say, ask another question. This is a skill, you guys, that with practice, once you get it, you'll be able to do this everywhere, not just at work. You'll become such a great listener. You'll be listening people into existence, which you'll hear from Doug next week, by the way, on fire. Okay? So, Christina, you get to go first, just based on how everybody's sitting up on my screen. Okay? So, I'm Sarah. Go ahead. So now, and again, you can recap. You could say, so Sarah, just to clarify, you want to lose 10 pounds in 3 months, increase protein intake for up to 130 grams a day, and go to the gym 4 times a week for at least 45 minutes. And I say, yes, that is correct, Christina. Now you can go into telling me.
That's a really awesome goal.
Love it.
And just out of curiosity, what made these goals so important to you?
Love it. Great question. Great question. Well, for me, you know what? It's one of those things that I just want to make sure that my wardrobe, that I can keep wearing the wardrobe that I currently have. And I don't want to go out and like find myself having to buy new clothes. Jessica. If you're not sure, you can pass.
Tell me how it feels to, have to get rid of all the clothes that you've been so attached to for all these years. Great question.
You know what? It actually scares me, because what I want, I've got some of my favorite outfits. It would be, number one, disastrous in terms of money. More so, I got clothes that I just love and I don't want to give it up. Sherry.
What have you been doing recently to get started on those goals?
Okay, so Sherry, you got it. It's a good question, not necessarily the best question. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 2 things. The 2 steps of the SOS are what? What's step 1?
Ask a question.
Right. So acknowledge and ask a question. So I just said, I'm afraid of losing out on my favorite clothes. And I don't want to spend more money, which means I'm also afraid of that. And that I love some of my favorite outfits. Okay? So what would you acknowledge there based on that? What are the emotions that I'm feeling in that moment?
Fear.
Yeah. Right. So I'm going to give you another little hint here, you guys, and I'll put this up on screen. Okay? So if I'm feeling fear or afraid, You can say, yeah, you know what, Sarah, you're nervous right now and you're concerned about, and what you're doing is you're labeling. This is what's called affect labeling. You start labeling the feeling that somebody has and you listen to them into existence. And you'll note that what you didn't do, Sherry, is you don't go, oh, I understand. You pull all the I statement pulls all the emphasis off of them. You're listening to them and you're going, wow, yeah, you're really anxious about this. Because the last thing you want to do is buy a whole new wardrobe. And then you ask your next question. So you acknowledge first. It takes the pressure off the sale. It lets Sarah, it doesn't matter if it's Sarah, Joe, Jim, doesn't matter. It lets your guest feel heard. That makes sense, Sherry?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So acknowledge me first. I don't want to lose out on my favorite clothes, and I'm afraid to have to spend the money on this whole new wardrobe. My God. Go ahead.
I'm like at a loss right now.
Yeah, so just say this. Just say this. You're anxious. So Sarah, you're anxious about having to, God forbid, spend all that money.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
So Sarah, you're anxious about losing all your favorite clothing and having to spend more money.
Yes. Then ask a question.
I don't know.
Okay, no problem. No problem. Okay. So now remember, I'll just ask this one question because we've done this pretty quick. Right now, what do you guys think Sarah's deep-rooted desire is? What do you think, Sherry?
She wants to be in better shape.
She wants to be in better shape? Yeah. What's deeper than that? Anybody else? You're right, Sherry. Pardon me, Jessica?
Transformation.
Okay. What part of that? What does she really want, you guys? If you're not sure, you guys can keep asking more TED-based questions. Tell me, explain to me, describe to me. Okay? I'm going to give you an example of what she's really wanting. Right? Because what is she that transformation? What does it give her? She's going to want to feel comfortable in her own skin. And she wants to be comfortable in her already well-fitted clothes. That's what she wants. That's like, so then go with this. We've done, and again, we didn't really dig deep too much into the present. Jesse, if you go 10 times 1 times 1, what's the next step? So the times 1, the question. What happens if you do nothing?
Oh, what happens if you do nothing?
Oh my God, if I do nothing right now, then I'm going to keep gaining weight and then I'm going to have to buy this damn new clothes and I'm going to lose out on all my stuff. See what's right? Just that one question. What happens if you, just out of curiosity, right? Like you're feeling like this, just out of curiosity, you just throw that question out there. What happens if you did nothing? Like you're here, you're going to do something about it, just out of curiosity. What happens if you did nothing? All that does is it creates urgency, you guys. It's up to them to decide. Does that make sense? Okay. Then I answer. If I do nothing, Essen and Sarah, if I do nothing, then you know what? I'm going to keep gaining weight. I'm going to be disappointed in myself. I'm going to have to buy a whole bunch of new clothes. So now you could keep delving into what happens if you do nothing. What's the last times 1? You guys remember?
No.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay. This is what's called future pacing.
Imagine.
Yes, Angelo. Love it. Dude, now imagine. These two words put together, it's like if I said to you, the brain can't not imagine. If I said, don't think of an elephant. Too bad. Like you're thinking of it. Like you couldn't help but. So if you say now, imagine, and what you do is you blend together, okay? You blend together the SMART goals. So it'd be, Sarah, now imagine in 3 months' time, you're 10 pounds leaner, you're eating 130 grams of protein every day, you're going to the gym 4 times a week, and now you feel so good, you look so good, and all of your favorite clothes just fit like a glove. How does that feel? You're using feelings because people buy based on emotion and then they justify with logic. So later on, we're going to show you how to be able to put literal digits, logical numbers to their emotion. They will give you numbers so that you get both hemispheres of the brain literally saying, I feel this, I desire this, and I'm at a level 9, 10, or 11. And then they're going to buy whatever you suggest that they buy. That's, again, if you do this correctly. You're not out to do this to be manipulative. You're not out to do this to take advantage of people. You're doing this because you care about people and you want to help them get to their desired goals. So my question to you now is, the new gym goer Sarah supplement stack, what would you recommend? Because I want to get into the quiz. And again, we've covered so much content today already. And like team, I know that we're scheduled for 4 months. I have said this already. We are condensing so much for you guys in 4 months. Repetition's the mother of all skill. Like, I want you guys to get so good that you get your black belt in SOS so that you could teach this to others. My team have been with me for not just a couple of months. So like, the intention here is let's keep growing your sales and let's keep you guys coming here so you guys keep getting better at this stuff because it works. And if it doesn't work, then by all means, tell Aaron, Lindsay, or anybody else, we know it works. We just got to practice it. So now I just need to know, what's the stack? What do you guys think? You're the experts. I have a list. I just want to hear yours.
Protein.
Protein. Thank you. What else?
Isolate.
Okay. Whey protein isolate. Thank you. What else?
Veggie greens.
Yeah. Okay. Love it. What else? She's going to the gym 4 times a week. What else?
Pre-workout.
Pre-workout. Thank you. What else?
Amino acids. Essential amino acids.
EAAs? Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else?
Carnitine.
Carnitine. Did you read my notes? That's awesome. Yes. What else?
Magnesium.
Okay. Is the document available to you guys? This is awesome. So this is the list that I put together, and you guys are the pros, and this is the point. Many of you would get to this list, and by the 3rd product, you'd stop because out of fear or guilt or shame or something like that, because you don't want to be pushy. If she really wants to, what would it cost Sarah to get a whole new wardrobe as opposed to getting all of this? Like, again, I'm putting skinny syrups and grenade bars in here, which most people forget. If you added skinny syrups and grenade bars as like, I don't know about you guys, I get sweet tooth cravings anytime I'm really on a calorie deficit. Or admittedly, I find myself when I'm a little off emotionally, I'll eat. People do that. So these are solutions. They're huge solutions to people's problems. No worries, Dallas. Her computer died. Okay? So guys, what we're going to do next week, when you guys come back and I'm out and Doug is in, you guys are going to be doing more of this type of exercise where you're going to practice based on somebody's SMART goals, how to get to the desire. And Doug is a freaking machine. So I'm going to say this right now. Like, Doug's different than I am. Okay? His energy is a little bit different. Just know that. He's an expert in his field because he's a lawyer turned peacemaker. He does litigation and de-escalation with companies all over the world. And so you guys are going to get like a guy who's literally like, he's a black belt for a reason. So just be forewarned. Don't take anything personally. You're in a safe place in the dojo. He's going to get you to do way more reps than I do because now it's not going to be so much content. It's going to be coming in and doing the practice. All right. You guys ready for the quiz? Let's go. I'm fired up for you guys. So fun. Any questions before I go and get into the quiz? Awesome. Okay. Not that page. That page. All right. Get your phones ready, kids. And by the way, I highly encourage that you stay unmuted. All right, Christina's in. Feel free to be creative with your screen name. All right, I've got Christina and Jess. We have more people than that. Oh, 3 scoops. What is that, like 60 grams of protein? Love it. Sherry. Angelo, are you 3 scoops? How did I know? I love it.
I have a friend who's dictated to let me know your firm.
Gotcha. All right. We've got EM. We'll just say M, likely for Emily. We got Eek. I have no idea who that is. Dojo Dallas. Love it. Sarah. Are we all here? Anybody missing? There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You shouldn't have to. You should just be able, you don't have to buy anything. You should just go right in with the game pin. So we're 8 participants. There's 2 people missing. All right. Okay, guys, we're gonna start in 10 seconds. How are we doing, Jesse?
It's coming.
Okay.
It's connecting. Okay, it should be on.
All right. All right, there's Jesse. If somebody else did not get an opportunity to get in, I apologize. I want to respect your time, so we're gonna jump in. Here we go. All right, my friends, unmute yourselves. Try to blow people up. All right, it's your second quiz about the customer experience. Let's go. There's multiple answers to this one. Guest walks in and says, hey, I'm just looking. How do you respond? There's more than one answer. You have 10 seconds. And by the way, I'm making this quiz challenging for a reason, okay? So yeah, 2 proper answers. It's, hey, sounds good. I'll check up on you a quick moment. That way you don't have people in a position where they're stealing things and they know, and they also know you're going to take care of them. And then, hey, welcome to look around. What health goal are you currently looking to achieve, right? Acknowledge, ask a question. All right? Don't worry, guys. Plenty of game left. It's all good. All right. 3 scoops, Jess, Eek, and Sarah starting off really well. Next question. Finish this sentence. When emotions go up. Oops. When emotions go up, intelligence goes down. Emotions go up, your intelligence gets affected. All right? All good, you guys. All good. Still plenty of game left. True or false? Urgency is the only thing that drives a person to buy now. Yeah, the answer is false. Desire will get someone to desire first. You need desire and urgency to buy now, not just urgency. Like, I mean, hey, buy this now. It's a piece of crap, but buy this now because this deal is on until like 3 o'clock. Well, if it's a piece of crap, I don't want it. Right? Right. All right. Here we go, guys. You got to put the puzzle pieces in the right order, and for double points, place the buying conversation in the right order.
That
5 seconds. All right, yeah, so you greet somebody and you build rapport, then you find out their goals, then you build on desire and urgency, and then you give them options as their trusted advisor. Great job, you guys. All right, here we go. For Popeyes, what's the most important outcome for the customer? Yeah, so the customer gets the best retail experience for Popeyes. Not necessarily, again, it's not, the trick question was, what's the most important thing for the Popeyes customer? It was for Popeyes. We want to make sure as a company that the customer gets the best retail experience. And part of that also includes the results that they're looking for. Trick question, I know. Oh, and that's put a change in the race. Holy, Emily is shocked. Plenty of game left. Is Jess off her game? Stay tuned. Multi-select, multiple answers for this. A customer tells you they only want to spend $50. You find out they have ambitious goals and want the best value. So you...
So it's a multiple one?
Yes.
Oh.
So there's two, you probably still answered right. The thing is, if you get the multiple answers, you get more points. So one is you want to show them all the products they need for their goals and let them decide. And you show them the products they should start with based on what they've told you. And therefore, M is still hanging on to the lead. But it's so close.
Well, I screwed that up for myself then.
Guess cross shops and finds a product cheaper, but it's a screenshot from 2 years ago. What do? Cheaper price found. Hey, here's what you do. You follow policy guidelines. It's a screenshot from 2 years ago. So if it's from 2 years ago, is like when, I don't know when, the policy of the company is what matters. You're not going to match a price from 2 to 4 or 5 years ago. Things have changed. All right. Here we go, guys. Double points. Game changer. Customer says, sounds expensive. So you say, yeah, so here's the trick question here. It's not thanks for letting me know, because what we're doing is we're agreeing. It's not thanks for sharing. It's thanks for sharing your opinion. What are we comparing? We're being more specific because that's how they feel, or it's their opinion. So the one person who got it, Christina is now in. Look at this. She's like on fire. Woo, M, you're hanging on. Mrs. Jones is scared to use creatine because she doesn't want to bulk up. What do you say? Well done, you guys, right? She-Hulk. All right. If I could show you details where you don't or where you won't bulk up, would that interest you? And if you could go even further, it would be if you saw the details where you won't bulk up at all, would that interest you? Making it all about them, no I statements. All right. A change. It's getting whoo, so good. True or false? Everyone should use a pre-workout. Let's get yoked. False. That is correct. Not everybody should be using a pre-workout. Jess coming back. Jess and Christina switching sides. This is insanity. What's the first step in creating a great customer experience? You guys are so damn quiet. It's unbelievable. I would be shouting different colors. I would be telling people, go red, go red.
We're focusing.
You guys are so nice to each other. It's okay to get people like off their game. You should hear the other groups. I'm laughing hysterically. All right. So that was question 11 out of 20. Greeting the customer warmly and genuinely. Yeah. When you ask somebody, can I help you? The automated response that people have in their brains today, no. Even if they are in for help. So what we want to do is we want to greet them, be genuine. All right, here we go. What makes asking open-ended questions when assisting customers so important?
No, Crispy is frozen.
Emily, like, really wanting this bad.
I just don't want to be frozen.
You guys got it. It encourages the customer to share their goals and challenges. That question, by the way, used to be a why question, which makes no sense. So we changed it. Okay. It's tighter than you guys think as far as this game goes. Let's go. Double points. Here's where changes happen. What should you do when a customer hesitates to buy a product? Yeah, just focus on their needs and address objections with confidence. That's it. Confidence is key. Well done, you guys. Double points again. How can you build trust with your customers? Excellent. You know what? There's some people within on a national scale, and you guys might know them personally. There are some people that will use technical terms to prove how knowledgeable they are with supplements. And what that does is they think that it's all about how much they know about the ingredients list and how the ingredients work and how things happen in terms of the blood-brain barrier and the Krebs cycle and everything else. And I can promise you that it's absolute bullshit. What matters is showing genuine interest in your customers' goals so you can recommend the best solution for them. You guys do need to know your product specs. That's not what I'm suggesting that you shouldn't. It's that using technical terms where you're speaking where people don't understand and they get that glazed look on their face is not the way to be able to get them to get to desire. All right, here we go. Multiple answers for double points. How many products are in the ultimate supplement stack? So there were 3 possible correct answers. It's based on SMART goals, desire, and urgency, and I recommend they decide. It depends on their SMART goals, yes, and it depends on the level of desire of the customer, which we were just covering. It's okay, you guys. Everybody got points. All right. Again, multiple answers are correct. What is closing? We talked about this last week. What is closing? Three seconds. Yeah, closing is actually the beginning of a relationship. Anybody who thinks it's the end of a transaction and that's it, we're missing the point. What we want to do is if you close somebody on the idea of a new product, then they're going to come back and they're going to be able to express to you what the benefits of that they've received from those products. It's the natural outcome of alignment between their needs and our solution. Boom. A lot of game left. There's 4 more questions. When closing a sale, what should you try to avoid? Friends tell friends if they have broccoli in their teeth, for sure. And what we want to avoid is having no as a possible answer. So remember, it's the exercise of having a option close. Do you want to go with this or do you want to go with that? It's not yet, or as opposed to, do you want to go with this? It's yes or no. Leaving no off the table is going to get you more yeses. Okay, here we go. Double points, my friends. What is the TED method in the SOS Dojo? Pay attention. Trick question. Yeah, great job. So TED, in terms of TED Talks, stands for Technology, Entertainment, Design. What we do in the dojo, it's tell me, explain to me, describe to me. And it's tell me how it feels. Explain to me how it feels. Describe to me how it feels. It's feel-based question. They have to share with you their emotional response. All right. Here's a puzzle for double points. Your guest says, I can't afford it. Place the sales objection system answer in the right order. You got 30 seconds, so you got time. Five seconds. All right. So you acknowledge you're feeling concerned about the total cost. You do see how these products can serve you, right? Of course, they're going to say yes. Excellent, because you want to get the benefits. If you got the stack at a lower price, would you be willing to give it a try? So what we're doing is we're taking the other option. Again, we had 3 alternate options last week. So we're mixing all of it together. It all works. Oh my goodness, there has been a change. There has been a change, and there's one question left. This is going to be for all the marbles. Just remember, you get points for speed and accuracy. So you got to get it right, and you got to get it fast. Here we go. What's a good way to upsell without being pushy? All right, just for fun, I'm going to play this first. I want you guys to see this. Yeah, we're going to watch this on YouTube real fast.
How do you sell anything to anyone? For those of you watching this wondering why you care, because life is sales. You sell yourself to your partner, you sell yourself to your children, you sell yourself at your job, you sell yourself to your boss, you sell yourself to your clients. All of us are constantly selling, especially those of you that think you're not. And there's one way to sell anything to anybody. It's the oldest trick in the book, and it's not a trick. It's a way of living your life. Build trust. How do you build trust? Commit to something, deliver on it, communicate effectively, and make sure that everything you say you're going to do, you do. And if you can't, that you communicate up front. This is an age-old wisdom. It's probably not going to trend this video. You're not going to share it a million times with your friends because it sounds common sense. You know, the crazy thing about living in the world in 2023 is the common things are just not so common anymore. You want to stand out, build trust, do the simple things really, really well. Hope that helps you.
It's just bang on. Just do the simple things really, really well. Awesome. Let me go back to this. Because now we got to find out who won. Like, I mean, who won this thing? This is crazy. Let's find out. I can't wait. And then we'll let you guys go. I know we're a couple minutes over. Thanks for waiting, guys. All right. On the podium. In third place, we got Dojo Dallas. Well done, Dallas. In second place, Emily. Oh my, so close. It's Jess again. Oh my goodness, came back from behind.
I was very nervous for that one.
That is insanity. Well done. Congratulations. Okay, you guys. So let me stop my screen share here because that music is going to drive me bananas. So next week, you're going to be with Big Doug. Doug's going to help you guys out. You guys are going to be digging deeper into desire. And be forewarned, we're going to start having a few quizzes a little bit more often, not just at pre and post BOGO. You guys digging the quiz? Emily, so close. Like, so close. I know, it's okay. It's okay. All right. Great job, you guys. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. I'll be back in 2 weeks. I'll be fishing. Okay. Bye, everybody. Great job.